Today we are calling out one of the worst enemies of our productivity, and that's laziness. Everyone experiences laziness in one form or the other or at different times in our lives. Even great achievers experience laziness from time to time. So what is laziness? Laziness has to do with that state of unwillingness to work, unwillingness to exert energy, even when we are capable of doing so. That's laziness. And everyone, I bet you, experiences laziness from time to time. But laziness is so subtle. There are different forms of laziness. There are different manners in which it presents. And if we don't understand the different forms of laziness, it will be difficult to trash it and get rid of it completely. So in this video, we want to look at the different forms of laziness. And as we are doing so, try to be observant to know if you can relate to all or some of these different forms of laziness. The better we can identify them, the better we can recognize them when they show up, the better we can get rid of them. And they won't be able to stop us from doing our work and being super productive. So number one, laziness can present in the form of confusion. One may feel confused, thinking, I don't know what to do, and it presents in the form of, I want to work, but I don't know what to do. This is a very subtle form of laziness. When we experience this type of laziness, we should go right into ourselves and connect to your life's purpose and your core values. And that should help you in making the necessary decision. Once the confusion is cleared, you see yourself remotivated and able to work. Another form of laziness comes in the form of neurotic fears. When this type of laziness shows up, one hears himself saying, I just can't. But the only way out of this type of laziness is to accept our fears and yet keep going. When you do what you fear, fear disappears. The third form of laziness presents in the form of fixed mindset. Those with fixed mindset believe that they are born with specific abilities and anything outside of that, they can't cope with it. But the way out of this is to jettison our fixed mindset and embrace a more positive kind of mindset, the growth mindset, which helps us to know that we can develop new skills and keep improving all our lives. Another form of laziness can come in the form of lethargy, and this is a genuine and a most common form of laziness, where the person actually does not have the energy to embark on a task. When you experience lethargy, accept it, welcome it, and trash it by taking a rest. You can decide to take a short nap, because when you have not rested well, naturally, you will lack energy. You can also embark on some form of exercises to warm up your body and release energy. And some other times, taking a cold bath might be all you need to re-energize your system, and you see yourself with a new energy, able to work. Don't struggle with lethargy. Anytime you feel lack of energy or you feel weak, don't stay on struggling with the work. Take out a little time and do any of these, and you see yourself energize your system, able to do better. Number 5, laziness can also appear in the form of apathy, where you don't feel like doing anything. And this can be subtle because there could actually be genuine lack of interest, where you're facing a task that does not relate or connect you to your core values. So in this case, try to go within yourself and craft your internal personal vision and discover your personal values, where it becomes certain that the task before you is actually not something that you should be doing. Then you can take a necessary decision and make a change. But I want you to know that a genuine lack of interest is different from laziness. Laziness can come in the form of regret, where one is feeling he's too old to get started with something, that is just too late, and in such a situation, oftentimes you see the person dilly-dallying and wasting more time. One should know that age is really just a number. The ability to do anything comes from within, and anyone who feels something is still useful to him and he still desires something should go right ahead and pursue it at whatever age. I know of a Ghanaian man who started primary 1 as a full-grown man after doing menial jobs for quite some years. He still got his PhD in his 50s and is quite fulfilled. So once you have the energy, go for it. A seventh form of laziness comes in the form of identity, where one just sees himself as just being a lazy person. Well, when you think so, just go within yourself and ask that belief to step aside and get to work. Almost no one is born lazy. It's just in your mind. So jettison that mindset and get to work. Laziness can also come in the form of shame. And you hear someone saying, "Oh, I shouldn't be so lazy." Who told you you're lazy? It's just similar to identity. Get it off your mind and get to work. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Go give it your best. So basically, we must realize that according to the law of inertia, a body in a stationary form wants to stay stationary, and a body that is moving is reluctant to stop. So when we get to work, we find ourselves that we keep moving, set targets for ourselves, and try to meet our targets. This will help us to eliminate the tendency of being lazy. And we must know everyone struggles with laziness to different degrees and at different times. So we are not different. Just try to master these different presentations of laziness and try to deal with them whenever they show up. I remain your friend Nkem Ede, and I thank you for watching and hope to see you in my next video. In this channel, our aim is to trigger massive success and help everyone we encounter to be more productive and more successful in life. So if you enjoyed this video, help more people to gain this value by sharing, and for more of such videos, subscribe to our channel. So I'll be seeing you soon in my next video. Bye.